Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Scavenger. Welcome to another episode of Chasing Sunsets. We are in chapter 3 now, and I think, you know what, we just need to not waste any time here. We just need to get into the video and get things going. So if you need to check the last episode to catch up or to just kind of figure out where you are, you can do so by checking out the playlist. There should be something popping up in the top right corner. There's some sort of icon there, and that'll take you to the playlist. Otherwise, go ahead and smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's get into the episode. Well then, that's the last question on my list. There's still a few candidates left to interview, but you're an easy frontrunner. We're still a small company, but we have big plans. And getting on the ground floor means lots of upward mobility. There were only 6 of us a year ago when I signed as a junior accountant. Now we're 350 strong, and I made CFO before 30. That's not me grandstanding, it's to illustrate how much opportunity there is here. If your resume reflects your work ethic, there's no limit to how high you can go at Polygene. Anyway, you'll be notified tomorrow if you've been selected, and I hope to see you in the mailroom on Monday. Ew, it's Christian. Okay, this is at Polygene, which is Alex and Jay's parents' company. So, what's going on here, Christian? What are you up to? Trying to like get the inside scoop, maybe get some dirt, something. This was 3 years ago, by the way. So I think this is kind of a little insight on what's going to be going on, what we're going to find out about what Christian and Prizer are up to. Thanks for the interview. It was a pleasure to meet you, Miss Hendricks. Interesting. I don't know about him. I don't like him. Right now we're with James and Sarah. James and Sarah are the parents of Jay and Alex. So this is obviously in the past as well, because we know they've passed away. They're no longer with us, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So what are you saying? Honey, I can't imagine how difficult this must be to hear. What questions you must have. This can't be right. Everything we went through, all of those specialists. Aaron and I tried everything. We'd given up. That's why we were approved for the trial in the first place. Maybe it was just Aaron's time. Maybe the stars aligned. Stars aligned? We lost hope. Love, I don't know how or why. The only thing I know for sure is it wasn't Pregnia. It had to... Oh, hey there, buddy. How long have you been listening, sweetie? You're talking about Jay, aren't you? Is something wrong with her? Shh. There's nothing wrong with her, darling. It's just that your sister is a bit more of a miracle than we thought. Okay, I think you guys deserve a little bit of explanation, especially for those of you who just decided to jump in, not even go and check some of the backstory. Turns out Jay is a product, or was assumed to be the product of some sort of something that helps women get pregnant, you know, something like that. So some new drug. And then they found out that this drug they call Pregnia doesn't work. So that's kind of what their conversation was about. It could have possibly been the drug Pregnia because it doesn't work. So however Jay came about, it wasn't the drug. She must have been natural birth or something else. I don't know. Anyway, now we're here. We are back on the yacht. I can hear the ocean. I can hear the water lapping against the side of the yacht. So, you know we're there. And yeah, that's all. No more explanations for you all. Go and watch the rest of it or play it yourself. Always want me to do all the work. All right, Jay is in his room for some reason, and obviously she's kind of looking at him. Hold on. I'm thinking about a different miracle at the moment. Whoa, whoa. Hold on. Was he dreaming? What's going on here? What's that, sis? Hold on, what? I'm confused. I'm confused. How your body reacts to my scent after being away for 5 years. Yep, he was dreaming. Okay. The dream fades as you're startled awake, but the scent of Jay's arousal still lingers. Ooh. I'd forgotten overhearing that conversation. The conversation about the drug, not Jay. Not Jay, okay? Trying to get on track here. Mom knew her drug didn't work even then, and so did Dad. I knew it was the truth as soon as Mallory said it. You glance down at your almost painful ring and roll your eyes. Christ, a few more minutes and my sheets would have been emergency laundry. Where the hell did that even come from? Was it getting ambush kissed by Jay yesterday? Fiona's freak show text message? Fiona, if I'm gonna send the first welcome pick ever, it's as good a time as any. Either way, I need to get up or I'll just fall asleep again. As you fight the cobwebs, the dull pangs of low-grade alcohol poisoning make you wince. Especially after drinking so much. What happened last night? Well, I'm alone in my own bed on the sunset. That's a good sign. You glance at your phone. 7:30 a.m. Breakfast will be ready soon. Huh? I must have added Mallory's number last night. Get up and shower? Take a picture for Fiona? We're gonna just get up and shower. I kind of think maybe I need to separate myself from Fiona because maybe she could be trouble later. So yeah, we're gonna kind of, if I can, any chance I get, that's the route I'm gonna take with Fiona. Now with Mallory and Jay, I don't know what we're gonna do with Mallory yet. I have an idea about Jay. All right, shower, then breakfast. You step into the corridor just as Jay leaves the bathroom wrapped in a towel. Awkward. Morning, sis. Hold on. Without looking back, Jay pauses. Hold on. What's going on? I'd ask if you had sweet dreams, but little Alex just tried to high-five me. Huh? In horror, you realize that you just passed your sister with a visible... Oh, shit. A smirk tugs at the corner of Jay's mouth as she continues towards her room. She had breakfast, and break down that tent in the shower before someone loses an eye. You beeline towards the bathroom in embarrassment. Wait, Alex, Mallory's still in there. Closing the door, it only takes you a moment to realize you're not alone. This is even more awkward than Jay's situation, I think. For a moment, the mutual awkwardness of the situation leaves you both speechless. To your relief, Mallory looks more amused than outraged. Look who won a three-legged race with himself. Don Julio, I presume. And this must be Junior. Don Julio? Oh, tequila. Well, that answers everything. Realizing Mallory just got the same show as Jay, you adjust yourself. Guess Jay forgot to lock the door on her way out. Oh, sorry. You're doing your business. I'll come back after you're done. Nah, can't have you roaming the boat at full mast. It's a safety issue. Besides, I finished up just before you and Mini-Me barged in. You catch a brief glimpse of her smooth as she stands and buttons up. Mallory's playful smirk isn't quite subtle enough to make it seem unintentional. Don't worry, the concept of bathroom privacy is pretty new to me anyway, but you should take care of that in the shower before it becomes a trip hazard. With a mischievous smirk, Mallory squeezes past you and into the corridor. I'll give you two some alone time. Don't miss breakfast. The seas are calm, but there's enough breeze to tame the morning sun's heat. It looks like we both had plans for these deck chairs this morning. Mallory, it's so beautiful here. I had never imagined I'd start my day in swimwear. It's certainly growing on me. Mind if I lay next to you? I figure we're sharing a bathroom. We could share the loungers too. Look, I know we didn't start off on the best foot. It's not like I made a great first impression either. In my defense, nobody can push my buttons the way Alex can. He's a complicated boy. You have no idea. So, what's so important that you had to meet last night? Alex didn't tell you? No, but you guys got back pretty late. True. Oh boy, I really want to tell you, but it involves you personally. Involves me? How? This would be better coming from your family. I see. But I'll tell you, if you insist. Jay considers it for a moment. I appreciate that. will I be upset? I don't know you well enough to answer that yet. Coming to a decision, Jay smiles reassuringly. Thanks for giving me a choice. I'll wait for Alex. Still, the fact that it took so long to discuss has me worried. Oh, it didn't. After I shared it with Alex, I might have guilted him into buying me a drink. And then what? Jay's voice adopts an involuntary chilly edge. Mallory looks uncomfortable and seems to have difficulty making eye contact. Karaoke. Wait, what? Karaoke happened. But poor Alex, he's either tone deaf or slightly retarded. Jay stares at Mallory incredulously for a moment, before bursting into laughter. My brother Alex? Yes. Singing? In public? In a crowded bar. Okay. I need you to tell me everything. How bad was it? Well, remember that Just a Friend song? Gee, you know the song, I'm not gonna sing it. You can read it right there on the bottom. I want to sing it, but I'm not singing for you guys. I sing in my streams, you know? You guys want to catch me singing? Watch a stream. Sometimes I break out into song. Oh god, yes. It couldn't have been that bad. It was worse. It was so much worse. Sharing a laugh at your expense, any lingering tension between the two women evaporates. Good morning, ladies. Is there room for another? It's been some time since I had feminine company with my morning tea. Jay shades her eyes and gazes in shock at the beautiful topless woman standing above them. Well, what do we have here? Oh, are they topless? Did the universe just divide by zero? Unknown woman seems to sense your presence and winks slyly at you. What? Oh, Alex, bonjour. Jesus Christ on a cracker. Just kill me now. Jay, darling, you're making it weird. You, pick your jaw up off the deck. Or don't. And you, stop acting like the boy hasn't seen a pair of tits before. Well, he hasn't seen mine. So, who wants breakfast? All right, great stuff. Great stuff. Our sophomore year, Alex trick-or-treated in his football uniform. It's cold as it's outside, and he's underweight. So, he's scarfing down candy like a hyena. On the edge of a diabetic coma, he stashes a half-eaten candy bar in his waistband. Totally forgets about it. Later, we run into some friends who introduce us to vodka. Ex-friends. God, if Mom ever found out. Right? Anyway, we both get sauced, staggered home, and pass out on my bed. Oh no. Oh yes. So, while Alex is sleeping it off, the candy bar in his shorts melts. I wake up with Alex spooning me, and there's runny chocolate everywhere. She starts yelling, "You straight up shit my bed, Alex!" Chaos ensues, fists and feet are flying everywhere. Some of my bruises had bruises. Wait. So, you woke up ass to crotch with your actual brother and a fuzzy memory? And the mess in your bed is what triggers you? When you put it that way, I probably shouldn't have opened with that one. Are you kidding? You must have hundreds of embarrassing Alex stories. I need to hear all of the things. Oh, so many stories. I should tell you about the time he asked Mary Kinsey to homecoming. Comedy or tragedy? Both? Yeah, definitely both. Give it a rest, sis. I've upped my game since then. I'm going to have to give this one to Alex. He's definitely got some game. Jay's smile fades slightly as Mallory winks at you. That's an awkward looking wink, but it's funny how jealous Jay is. I try to only use my powers for good, but if it'll shut you two up. You spot an attractive Asian woman attending the breakfast spread. See the lady over there? The one that's totally out of your league? Watch and learn. Be confident or be dominant, or should I wing it? Should I wing it? I think, you gotta be confident. I think. Let's see. See what happens. You turn to greet the woman with a nonchalant wave. Excuse me, miss? With a resigned nod of acknowledgement, the woman approaches your table. Oh, she is a chef. I'm Chef Tanaka. Is everything to your liking? It's amazing. First time in my life I'm sad the eggs are gone. If I get fat on this boat, I'll know who to blame. If you get fat on my watch, it's because you're cheating on me at the restaurants ashore. Her broad smile fades as she turns her attention to you. What? Look at her. What is going on? Now, what do you need? I just wanted to introduce myself, chat a little. If you're lucky, might even buy you a drink. Low effort fuckboy talk. Does this usually work for you? Fuckboy. Damn, look at the girls. Coming at me with a girly wax chest. What is going on? Hold on, she is just laying into me. What's wrong with my hair? Throwing some ultra chad line at me as if there's only one way this could go? It's Alex, actually. Jay and Mallory lose all restraint on their snickering. What a bunch of buttheads. So, I'm supposed to be flattered, right? I'm gonna assume that's rhetorical. It really isn't. Tell you what. Chat me up when you outgrow this man-child phase. Okay, that's just rude. If you need tips, talk to literally any other guy on this boat. Jay and Mallory explode into laughter as Chef Tanaka storms off. I don't even think he did anything that bad. I mean, there was that one line, but otherwise, not really that bad. Not at all. Better luck next time, Chad. What just happened? An unstoppable force just met an immovable object. Well, I still think he can clean up nicely. You say that, but have you seen him dirty lately? No, have you? Mallory flashes a mischievous grin, but doesn't answer. You tune out as the girls chatter, pondering where he went wrong. I know, that's gotta be such a striking blow to the ego. We'll have to leave for shore soon. Are you both ready? Actually, George, we need to talk about last night first. Can it wait? Daylight's burning. I don't think it can. Mallory may have blown the lid off the Prizer thing. This information may be relevant to the lawsuit. I think that's what we want to go with. So let's go with that. I feel like George is a man about, he's a lawyer, isn't he? Anyway, well, what are we talking about? Company stuff. Miss Chapman's call? Then I guess you two better come with me. Get comfortable while I tell Oliver we'll be delayed. Sure. George leaves the room and Jay looks at you uncertainly. Mallory said this has something to do with me. What's going on, Alex? Better just wait for George. I can give you the short version. I'm trying to be open with her and I'm trying to develop this relationship with her that will be good and help us grow. So I'm going to give her a little bit of it now. It's really nothing to worry about. It's actually pretty cool. Cool? What do you mean? Mom found proof that pregnia wasn't the factor in your mom's pregnancy. With you. What? Mallory found Mom's personal notes. It seems you just beat the odds. It made me recall a memory of Mom and Dad talking about it shortly after the wedding. Wow. That's a lot to take in. If you need to talk after you process this, you know where to find me. Or a change. Smart ass. But Mallory was on spot. I'm glad I waited to hear from you. Alright then, Alex. Care to tell me what's going on? Okay, Mallory was going through Mom's personal files and dug up one of her side projects. Interesting. I wasn't aware Sarah was pursuing anything besides her patent. Apparently, Mom found irregularities in the pregnia test data just before she left Prizer. Come again? She found evidence that pregnia wasn't effective and spent her last years proving it. So wait, pregnia is not a product of her company. It's a product of Prizer? Am I getting that right? Well, I'll have to verify that, but I think that's what we're saying here because she was working for a different company before she went and started her own. So yeah, it's got to be. Wow. Pretty much how I felt. I'm sorry, my dear. How this intersects with you hadn't even occurred to me yet. It's fine, George. Just a bit of a shock. If Prizer figured out the lead researcher for the cash cow had gone rogue, It explains everything that's happening right now. An introduction is in order. A bit earlier than planned. George pulls out his phone and pecks away at it, causing a large screen to light up. A beautiful but professional-looking woman appears, looking mildly perturbed. I just uncorked a nice cab, George. Why do I get the feeling I won't be enjoying it? This couldn't wait, Lisa. Allow me to introduce Sarah's son, Alex, and James's daughter, Jay. The woman appraises each of you without speaking, offering a perfunctory smile. Nice to finally meet you. I'm Lisa Hendricks, acting CEO of Polygene Biotech. Your parents spoke of you often, and they left all of us with very big shoes to fill. Hi, Lisa. They didn't talk about work much at home, so you have us at a disadvantage. Before this is over, you'll understand all too well why they left work at the office. So, what moved your timeline up on this call, George? Lisa, did Sarah ever share concerns about Pregnia with you? Lisa looks confused and a little surprised by the question. No. Should she have? I should have told you this sooner, but we have a guest aboard this yacht. What kind of guest? Mallory Chapman approached me a week ago with a compelling connection to Sarah. Mallory Chapman? Wait, as in 60 Seconds Mallory Chapman? That's the one. She had proof that her father had worked closely with Sarah at Prizer. Christ, George. The name Prizer that just dropped a flaming bag of shit lawsuit on us? The timing is curious, yet it's because of her we have a working theory. Please enlighten me. Legal has been turning R&D inside out for the faintest whiff of Prizer IP all day. Sarah was collecting proof that Pregnia was ineffective and that Prizer knew it. No shit. Lisa stares at George in shock for a moment before bursting into laughter. So the punchline is that our founder was investigating her own invention? And we're up to our necks in this dumpster fire because Prizer caught wind of it? That's about the size of it. Tell me you have proof. Working on it. Good. We'll meet Tuesday and develop a plan from there. The day after tomorrow? That might not be enough time. It'll have to be. I'll charter a flight this evening. You're coming here? I'm not going to be sidelined on this one, George. So much is riding on... Lisa glances at you and your sister briefly. The outcome of your time there. I look forward to seeing you. Likewise. And one more thing. Yes? Find out who this Prizer whistleblower is and follow the breadcrumbs. I'm done getting blindsided. I'll see what I can do. All right. The screen goes black and George appears lost in thought. Changing plans indeed. We'll want to keep the circle of trust small. Alex, head over to the Polygene office and grab everything Sarah collected on Pregnia. Sure. Mallory knows where it is. Bring her with you. I'm upgrading your access to sea level. Jay's as well. Where do you need me, George? Go with him. But I want you on the HR angle. Find out who the Prizer insider is. Things are going so well between us. This could bring us even closer. I'll deliver on my part, complete with Jay. Compete with Jay, not complete with Jay. Or we'll have better odds as a team. I think we're going to do this. I think most of my decisions are going to be work as a team, work with Jay. We're not trying to butt heads here. We're trying to be partners. Partners in this company, in this family, in this relationship. Whatever's happening, we're going to be partners. All right. It's been a few years since we tackled something together. Might even be fun. At least I'll be with the one girl on this boat who hasn't attacked me. Please, I haven't attacked you in years. Feels like yesterday to me. Jay smirks mischievously in response to your teasing. Did you just throw my words back in my face? Because it feels like you threw my words back in my face. Kens, I'll turn this yacht around. Looks like we're all having fun. Looks like we're all having fun, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, so now we're at the Polygene Annex, and this is in the Republic of Tonalou an hour later. All right, we're looking for something, right? We're just trying to find evidence of the fact that Pregnia doesn't work, or the fact that Sarah was working on finding evidence that somebody knew about it. Anyway, we're doing some investigating. That's all I know for sure. I'm gonna have to separate you two if she keeps telling stories. Oh, how about booze-soaked Halloween romp poses pregnancy puzzle for biotech heirs? Booze-soaked? Really? That's the part that triggers you? This office. What about it? Just how she arranged it, it feels right. So much of how she did things just speaks to me. Well, she was super organized, so it makes sense to me. Yeah, maybe. Alright, let's get started. Mallory inserts a USB stick into Sarah's computer as it restores from sleep mode. Logging in, she begins moving files to the portable drive. Good thing you were looking into Mom's past. We wouldn't have connected the dots. A happy accident, or blind luck. I have my own reasons for being here. I haven't forgot that. Is this going to take a while? They're just your mom's personal folders. Not long at all. There may be more on the server farm, but my access is locked down to this PC. Amanda would make short work of this. My best friend, she has a rare variant of Rett syndrome. Rare variant of what now? It's a type of autism, but her case is unusual. There's still a beautiful mind in there. Well, since Kevin Flynn and Amanda were both unavailable today, just grab what you can. Then we'll see if Jay needs any help in HR. I thought I felt some tension between you two in Boston. Did something change? Turns out, talking through our issues actually helps. Who knew? No way! I don't think I didn't catch that Tron reference, you epic fucking nerd. Mallory suddenly pauses a moment, contemplating. Find something? Maybe. Did your mom keep paper notes? Lots. For important stuff. Digital security was one of her peeves. Look at this. You look over Mallory's shoulder at the screen in front of her. It's to Dad. It says, James, one step closer. I'll bring proof with me back to the boat tonight. No electronic communication after this, darling. I love you. Wonder what day that was. Yeah. There's a mark on the floor. Looks like something heavy was moved from there. Like a safe or a file cabinet. My thoughts exactly. Let's check with security. I've got your mom's personal files. Ready when you are. Let's hope the guard on duty remembers something. Okay, there's a mark on the floor, but there's nothing left there. So, something, it wasn't just moved out of the way, but taken out of the room. Everybody sings in this frickin' game. Alright, anyway, the security guard's singing to himself, or he's watching a video of singing, who knows. Excuse me, sir? Christ, kid, you scared the shit out of me. You seem pretty focused on whatever that was. Sorry, it was just quiet around here since that court order shut us down. Oh, so, gonna need a couple things from you. Restrooms are over there. Did George Worthwent send over our credentials? Looking. Yes, last night. The security guard's expression changes his shock as he reads. You're, Alex Campbell, sir. Yup, and about those things I need. Of course, sir. Alright, raise Mallory's access level, or keep her access minimal. She's been a big help, and hopefully I'm not going to regret this, because I feel like a twist somewhere is going to come, and I hope it's not Mallory. But I'm going to raise her access level, because I think with more access, she'll be able to help more. This is probably a really bad idea, because she is a freaking reporter as well. That might bite me in the ass later, but I'll find out. Whatever. We're in it. It's too late. We're going forward. No turning back. Please raise Miss Chapman's records access to include everything except HR, finance, and R&D. And expand her building access campus-wide, minus the labs. I'll just have to clear that with, He gave him the look like, come on, bro. I'm like the owner, almost. Right away, sir. Alright, we got +2 love on that one, and +1 trust. Hopefully, like I said, that doesn't bite me in the booty. I hope it doesn't. Mallory looks at you with gratitude and surprise. Now, was there anything removed from Dr. Campbell's office after the accident? The guard ponders for a moment before brightening. Oh, yes, sir. Her file cabinet was moved to storage A. I guess we're off to storage A then. Wait, I'll have to let you in. I should have unrestricted facility access. The knob is busted, so it only opens from the outside. We keep it padlocked for safety. Lead the way. Alright, why is it not busted? Who was trying to get in? Here you go. I'll leave the door propped open for you. Thank you, Mr. Jeff. Jeff Bircher, sir. Thank you, Jeff. We'll let you know when we're done. Just remember not to close the door until you leave. I'll lock it back up after I finish my rounds. Sure thing. With a nervous wave, Jeff leaves the two of you alone once again. You know, I haven't told you everything, and you still raise my access. Why? Yeah, there are things you're not telling me. But I don't feel like you're working against us, just protecting yourself. I am. Protecting myself, I mean. I haven't lied to you yet. Not letting me in won't work forever, though. Mallory appears conflicted and looks away. I know. Thank you for helping me, even if I haven't earned it yet. Mallory's eyes roam the cluttered storage room. There, that's gotta be it. Cabinet's empty. Probably emptied for transport. I see lots of boxes on the shelves. The files might be in here. Only one way to find out. Oh shit, the door! You grasp the door handle, but it just spins freely when you twist it. The fuck? A multi-billion-dollar company can't afford fire doors? To be fair, the guard was pretty upfront about it. I guess. Let's just start digging through boxes while we wait for Jeff to come back. Sit with me. I'm sure he'll check up on us soon. The two of you begin searching through boxes, looking for your mother's notes. You know, something about you doesn't add up for me. Oh? What's that? It hit me when I came topside this morning and saw you ladies all natural. You're such a boy. Still thinking about that? I was surprised about how casual you were about a stranger seeing you like that. Why? They're just boobs. Well, in part because your reaction when your contact lens came out in Aspen. I got the sense that you're very self-conscious. But then, boobs. Oh, I see now. First of all, your premise is flawed. I gave you a wet willy, and the rules say that means we're not strangers anymore. Payback's a bitch. And the anticipation is killing me. Secondly, I'm a foster kid. My entire life has been sharing bathrooms and bedrooms. If I waited for privacy, I'd have never showered or changed clothes. And truth be told, I've always seen myself as mostly invisible anyway. Another irony, considering my career in journalism, right? Maybe, but you have to know on some level that you're a very attractive woman. I accept that some men are interested in my body, but I also know that they don't see the real me. Can I ask why your eyes are a sore subject for you? Marley looks at the floor for a moment before speaking in a low voice. My first memory is waking up with a hand over my mouth and nose. My father's hand. I struggled, of course. That's beyond fucked up. I was so small compared to him. Nothing I did mattered. His eyes weren't even angry. Just cold. The same look he had when washing dinner scraps into the disposal. If Mom hadn't come in just at that moment... What kind of monster does that to a child? After Mom got him to stop, she begged to know why. He said it was her fault for bringing a freak into the world. He was going to clean up her mistake. I thought you were a reminder of his supposed mistake. That was his superpower, really. Projecting his flaws onto others. At least he didn't put hands on me again after that. From then on, he mostly relied on gaslighting and emotional abuse. I'm really starting to hate this guy. He was relentless, and it didn't take long for Mom to break. About a month before he kidnapped me, he tried to break me. I'm not sure I want to know. One day, a stray puppy followed me home from school. And again the next day. It became our little ritual. He had a stripe of black fur on his face, so I called him Bandit. Mom was catatonic by then, and Dad just ignored him. Or so I thought. Bandit was my one source of happiness. We had a lot in common. Unreliable parents for starters. That, and different colored eyes. One blue, one green. Oh no, I'm getting a really bad feeling about this. Yeah. Dad let that dog into my life just long enough to love him. Then he slipped rat poison into the scraps I set aside to feed him. I don't even have words for this. Mallory finally looks up, but there are no tears, just a sad smile. I still keep a little tuft of his fur in a locket to remember him by. Dad turned my love into a death sentence, and even made me the executioner. But the reminder of Bandit I carry everywhere are my eyes. I knew I'd relive that pain every time I looked in the mirror. So, when I could afford them, I walled the memory off behind contact lenses. Alright, this is kind of a tough one. I'm not exactly sure what decision to make or which one is more right. Because, I mean, neither one of them is a bad suggestion. But, you know, it's still like, do I say don't let them win? Or do whatever feels right to you? I feel like kind of like whatever feels right to her, what she's comfortable with, just let her go with that. I don't know if it's the right answer, but that's the one I'm going to go with. We all have rituals that get us through the day. If contact lenses help you cope with the scars he left you, there's nothing wrong with that. At some level, I feel like it's letting him win. You've made a success out of yourself in spite of him. He didn't win. You're right. And thank you. So that's good. I mean, I guess in a way, we kind of said that, we kind of covered both areas there, so I think it was all right. The two of you return to rummaging, and time passes with both of you lost in your own thoughts. You're about to give up when something above you catches Mallory's attention. Project October. Alex, can you reach that box? I don't think so. I don't see a ladder either. If you lift me up, I think I can reach it. It's worth a try. Gripping Mallory's hips, you're struck by the soft smoothness of her bare skin under your fingers. She's surprisingly light, and you think you feel her tremble slightly at your touch. As you hoist her, she wiggles, resting her ass against your cheek. Almost. Her fragrance surrounds you, but you also catch a faint hint of something more primal. Oh no. Oh no. It's pretty heavy and hard to get a grip on. In spite of her modest weight, the awkward position quickly begins to strain your arms. Don't rush on my account. Got it. The box alters Mallory's center of gravity, and both of you are thrown off balance. Ooh. Yep, definitely turned on. Oh my god, are you alright? She spins around so she's straddling you, but not without grinding slightly against you. Fine. My first tackle, how'd I do? Knocked the wind out of me a little. Interesting form. Oh, where does it hurt? You point at your belly. Mallory gazes into your eyes for a moment with a strange intensity. Wordlessly, she slides down your body and lifts your shirt. Better. Her breathing deepens and her cheeks begin to flush. Yeah, a bit. She appears on the verge of going further, but instead she straightens your shirt and grins. Anyway, let's have a look at our ill-gotten gains. Mallory's enthusiasm is contagious as you sift through the contents of the box together. Skimming the papers, you feel a twinge of sadness as you recognize your mother's script. It's definitely Mom's handwriting on this stuff. Yeah, but I don't see anything at all about Pregnia in here. Mallory begins paging through another notebook. This one's just procurement orders for lab equipment. Alex, check this out. What is it? These must be your mother's notes on what she was working on before the accident. CNS blood-brain barrier bypass and viral vector CRISPR gene replacement? What the what? I have no idea what that means. If this was her breakthrough, your mom would have won a Nobel Prize. Really? You'll probably understand the broad strokes. George may have more details. That looks like that's all there is. Seems like Jeff should have returned by now. Yeah, I should have gotten his number. I could call Jay. She should still be in HR. That would be the fastest. Or I can call George and have him page the security guard. Yeah, we're gonna call Jay. She's already here. I'm not too sure who got the short end of the stick today. This sucks. Hopefully Alex wraps up early and can give me a hand. Hey, speak of the devil. The ways I would use that boy's hand. What? I'd better tap the brakes on that thought before I have to take another bathroom break. Jay answers the call, but leaves it on speaker. Hi, Alex. Hope you've had a better morning than I have. We're done on our end, but... Let me guess. You need skin grafts after Chef Tanaka's epic burn this morning? That would actually be less embarrassing. Mallory and I are locked in storage A. Seems the security guard forgot about us. Locked in? How does a multi-billion-dollar company not have fire doors? No, right? You realize I'm just gonna point and laugh when I come and let you out, right? Better believe I almost called George rather than deal with your shit. Give me a minute. I need a break from personnel record hell anyway. Oh, and speaking of George, he texted that we should meet him at the Overlook in an hour. Jay hangs up before you can reply and continues to page through employee records. To her shock, a familiar name finally jumps out at her. No fucking way. All right, we're at Honolulu Harbor Overlook. This is 30 minutes later. Actually, it looks like Jay's already here. Is that... Okay. I was gonna say, it's probably just George because we weren't supposed to meet him for an hour, but Jay's already here, so, hey. After paying the taxi driver, you find your sister already talking to George. I can't be completely sure, but it's not the most common name. It also can't be a coincidence that he's here. Oh, I think I know who she's... I think she's talking about her old boyfriend. Forget his name. But yeah, gotta be. Be that as it may, we have a more immediate problem. Hi, George. We're all here. Did Miss Chapman come through? Their mom's notes all right, but I haven't had time to go over them yet. You hand George a folder with the USB stick inside. If she has what I think she does, we're in much better shape today than yesterday. Did you find our rat? Looks that way, Alex. Looks that way. Alex, does he work in research? Worse, the mailroom. How's that worse? He could have had eyes or fingers on anything that came through the Boston campus. Does he know he's been made? We need to ask him some questions. Well, that'll be hard. Why? Because we literally threw him off the yacht yesterday. You have got to be kidding me. Mendez? If it's true, he's a compromised witness. That helps us. So that's the immediate problem? George hesitates a moment. No. I had planned a simple task for you two today, but something urgent has come up. What do you mean? We don't advertise it, but much of Polygene's testing is done here. There are many reasons for that, but none of them are unethical. How's that a problem? Lisa says a canister with viable samples of your mother's patent was held up in customs. Are you worried they'll disappear? Nothing so sinister, but the refrigerant is limited, and it won't last through the night. The samples will perish. So what do you want us to do? I want you to recover them so we can put them on ice at the annex. I don't understand. If we let those samples spoil, we won't be able to replace them until we're out of court. If this lawsuit is rigged against us, we may never get the chance. So you want us to... I want you to return here with that canister before the samples spoil. There's nothing dangerous or illegal about them. It's just red tape. And it's sensitive Polygene intellectual property. Are you asking me or Alex to do this? Both. Either. I'll leave that up to you. How important is this, George? George considers his next words carefully. Her project is revolutionary. Mallory found something about Mom's project in the storage room. Something about gene therapy and crispy brains. The CRISPR method has limited effects on brain cells due to the blood-brain barrier. Yeah, that's in the ballpark of what I read. If Mom solved that, it would rock the field of medicine. So basically, this could be revolutionary. Nobel Prizes, stuff all around, history in the making. I think we need to team up on this one. I've done crazier things just because they were funny. Want to see what I'd do for revolutionary? I don't ask questions I don't want answers to. We'll be back soon. Oh, and while you're there, if you see a small rectangular package with my name on it, grab that too. Bonus points if you do. All right, we're at the Hotel Grand Marino, Honolulu Harbor. Are we at there? Or no, this is somebody else's. This is a shady lawyer. Our friend at Logan says Lisa Hendricks just boarded the charter to LA. Oh, this guy is even creepier looking. LA? Then she's on her way here, obviously. That works for our purposes. She'll miss a real show in Boston. I don't think underestimating her is a smart play here. She knows the risks she's taking. Your point? She wouldn't do it without good reason. Can't imagine what that might be. The Polygene campus is practically a ghost town. Christian, who sat quietly nursing his drink up to this point, stirs. Alex contacted someone there last night. The Campbell kid? He probably just met up on his sister, or Worthwent. No, a brunette woman. Seems familiar, but I can't place her. Did you follow them? No, Sebastian told me to watch who comes and goes, not to play detective. Could be Worthwent is training the kid. He might have just been with marketing. Didn't seem that way. He showed up in a hurry, and they left together a few minutes later. I don't like this. We don't need surprises. If Hendricks is coming here, it's no coincidence. Will you relax? If the dead science bitch poodle wants to fly out and flex for the new owners, let her. We'll all look back on this as a nice paid vacation. All we need to do is babysit the campus and keep an eye on the secession. Do not disrespect Dr. Campbell. Both lawyers looked at Christian with surprise. That is kind of surprising. I mean, he did hate Alex. I don't really think he hates Jay. He is a shitty guy, though. But, obviously he has some respect for the doctor, though. He has respect for the parents. Or at least Sarah Campbell. The adults are talking. If I hear it again, you can learn to adult talk with your jaw wired shut. The lawyer stares at Christian incredulously. You're threatening me? Christian stands and stretches before draining his glass. Yep, don't do it again. Christian walks stonily toward the elevators. What's up his ass? Not sure what to make of that. But he's the boss's nephew, so maybe try not to provoke him. Interesting. I'm glad that he does have some respect for people. Some people. That is a good sign. Maybe that'll work in our favor later on. But who knows? You know, he's not one of the favorites right now. Anyway, we're back on the pier. An hour later. We're not back on the... We are on the pier. And it looks like we're on our mission to go get something. And this is a place. Let's see what we're working with here. Alright. We got a text. It's Tara. Do I have time to talk to Tara? I really don't think I do. But anyway, we'll rush through this, see what's going on. So they really haven't talked a whole lot since he got back in town, and we know a lot about him and Tara's past now. A lot about it. If you're a patron or you're a member here on the channel, then you may know more about their past than some others. We're gonna get through this because I have more pressing matters to attend to, and we'll sum up what actually is going on in the phone conversation. Basically, she's offering to help Alex, but also she just accused Alex of putting the block on his sister's phone. So that'd be interesting. Like if he put the block on her phone and then acted like he didn't know about it. It could be. It could be the case. But I guess, you know, we'll take Tara's assistance. And I think she's trying to help them out somehow. I mean, damn, she's even sending him pictures of her. That's a good wingman right there. She's actually trying to help Alex with Jay. That's interesting. But I do think it's a curious accusation to make that he is the one that put the block on the phone. He didn't deny it, but he also didn't, you know, confirm. So will we ever get to the bottom of that one? I don't know. But very curious accusation. Anyway, it seems, based on that conversation, Tara's going to be a little bit of a wingman for Alex. And let's get back into... Oh, wait, hold on. What is he saying here? And this photo is getting locked behind a 50-character password with numbers and symbols. So he's going to save that on his phone. Back to the task at hand. Guessing the customs depot is further in. That's where they'll hold the shipment. There's more longshoremen on this ship than I expected. 1, 2, 3 at least. A couple ways to skin this cat. It's going to take flawless timing to get in and out clean. They should be here any minute. Then we can work out a plan. Hold up. You do a double take as you catch sight of Jay approaching the docks from the opposite side. What the fuck is she doing? So much for a stealthy approach, unless Jay makes eye contact with you across the distance and winks. What's she got up her sleeve? Walking sinuously toward the foreman, Jay effortlessly commands his undivided attention. 1 down, 2 to go, I guess. You sneak closer, taking cover behind nearby shipping containers. You can hear the foreman's voice, interspersed with Jay's giggling. Creeping closer, you begin to make out their conversation. No, ma'am. I'm sure if we saw a pot-bellied pig, we'd have done something about it. I'm not going to explain to the boss how an animal ran off with 36 ounces of beluga caviar. Caviar? My source in Odessa dried up months ago. Can't help you there, ma'am. I heard some of the nicer hotels in town serve it. And don't take this the wrong way, but you look like you can afford it. You nearly jump out of your skin as another much closer voice intrudes. Hey boss, there's that Carlisle shipment on ice in the holding cage. Put that idea right out of your head, Vasily. But Carlisle wrote it off 3 days ago, and it showed up this morning. There ain't nobody coming to look for it. You even know what caviar is? Please, third generation Russian boss. Seeing her opportunity, Jay speaks up. Oh my god, it's perfect. If Alex found out I ate caviar with 4 men today, he'd be so jealous. Oh, you have a boyfriend? Well, not yet. But a girl has needs, and he'll do. And he's not here right now, is he? Well, you have a point. There's a drawn-out silence while the men do the math in their heads. So, miss, how long are you on the islands for? Oh, long enough, I think. Her tone oozes a flirty suggestiveness you didn't know she possessed. And this non-boyfriend you're working on? He's here too? Somewhere, I guess. I just can't seem to keep track of him. But if you guys see a hairless chest with a ridiculous haircut, that'll be him. Oh, you little... But now I know there are 4 of them. Starting to like my chances. Oh, fuck it. Break time. Gather the boys. Here are the keys to the cage. But I think I left it unlocked. On it, boss. Bring me a 10, Vasily. 110 only, please. Alright, Captain. You fucking ginger genius. So we figured out a way to get to the cage. Got it. I know what's going on now. You follow the dock worker's footsteps, careful to keep shipping containers between you. Vasily whistles happily to himself as he daydreams all the way back to the cage. You venture a peek as you hear the door latch open. Oi, you two. Prepare to enjoy the flavors of the motherland. Already enjoyed the flavors of your mother last night, Vasily. Vasily seems unperturbed as his 2 friends laugh at his expense. Very funny. See that stone fox of a tourist with the boss? Fuck me, you can bounce a coin off of Oliver. Plenty to go around, but keep your heads clear and make sure she's the only one drinking. Play your cards right, and this shift ends on a high note for all of us. Reflexively, you feel a growl form in the pit of your stomach, but you force it back down. Looks like he didn't lock up after himself. I better make this quick. As the voices move away, you enter the cage as quietly as possible. Crates are piled about the area, including several with Polygene logo. A small refrigerated canister. A smaller prizer package for George. Looking about, you spot the canister first. This has got to be it. Sorry, George. If I don't find your package in the next few seconds, you're out of luck. You're just about to leave when you spot a plain brown wrapped box on the ground. This must be it. It has his name on it. A package in each hand, you're about to run for it when you hear a voice approaching. 110 only, Vasily. Stupid joke. I knew it wasn't enough. Fuck. I can't get cornered in here. Now the jig's up. I might as well give myself the most escape routes. Vasily stares at you in surprise. Hey, what are you doing here? Glancing over the man's shoulder, you see Jay staring back at you in panic. For the moment, the other men haven't noticed you yet. I'm just looking for my girlfriend. In the goodie locker? Well, where do you keep your girlfriend? I don't have a... Wait a minute. You have a ridiculous haircut. Guys, we have a sneaky non-boyfriend. That's funny. The 3 men turn toward the sound of Vasily's voice. Grab him while I call the police. You feel a familiar tinge of adrenaline coursing through your body. Vasily tenses to tackle you, while the other 2 dock workers head in your direction. While the foreman reaches for his phone, Jay gestures towards a nearby shipping container. Just before she disappears behind the shipping container, she points at her face. What the? Suddenly you understand what she's driving at. The green one. I hope you know what you're doing. Dodging Vasily's tackle, you make a beeline for the gap between 2 containers. You sprint down the pier, parallel to the containers toward Jay. Reaching the container she marked, you listen nervously as the longshoremen begin their search. Where is she? Suddenly, the shipping crate door opens and a hand darts out, hauling you inside. This is insane, sis. We need to get out of here. That's exactly what they'll expect. They're watching the perimeter. They're going to search the containers, Jay. I would. Looking around the container, you see it piled high with boxes. We can hide behind these, but if they do more than open the doors, we're fucked. As if on cue, you hear the shipping container next to you is being opened. Give me those. Jay grabs a canister and the box from you and slides them out of sight between 2 crates. Now what? Suddenly, the door to your container squeaks as somebody outside works the handle. Fuck. Shh. Jay pushes you behind the stack of boxes and backs in against you. The fragrance of her hair and her ass pressing against your crotch make your mouth go dry. Great. 5 years for getting my attraction to her out the window in seconds. As if sensing your thoughts, you feel your sister press against you even more suggestively. You both jump as you hear Vasili's voice just a few feet away, but he's mumbling to himself. Let them chase their tails. I'll just lay low for a bit and enjoy the rest of my break. Of course he camps out in our container. You try to breathe silently, but thankfully Vasily appears fond of talking to himself. You knew she was out of your league, Vasily. You fall for it every time. Out of the boss's league too, though. Without thinking, you place your arm around Jay's belly, drawing her in. Shh. There's something weirdly intimate about this. We're inches from getting caught, but all I can think about is how close she is right now. To your dismay, Jay begins to grind against you almost imperceptibly. Is she? Oh no. In response to her movement, your junk begins making its own decisions. If she feels it, I'll never hear the end of it. Suddenly, Jay freezes. And she felt it. Fuck. You freeze, praying Vasily didn't hear her. But he just continues talking to himself. It was worth it to see Rob choke on that caviar. Little minx. Maybe I can get her back a little. No, let's focus on getting out of here, tease her back, call her bluff. And let's see what happens if we tease her back a little bit. You lower your mouth so close to Jay's ear that you feel her hair tickling your nose. Huh. That could do it. The reaction is instantaneous. Jay's body goes rigid against you. In the dim light, you can see goosebumps erupt on her skin. Ooh, what happens if I do this? Let's see how she handles this. Moving her hair aside, you leave a trail of soft kisses against the skin of her neck. Jay's body quivers as she rides against you. Shit. She's going to lose it if I'm not careful. As you finish your final kiss, you taste her skin with the tip of your tongue. Oh, Jay spasms so forcefully, she nearly pushes you into the concealing boxes. She presses back against you so hard, for a moment you worry that you crossed the line. Suddenly, she goes limp in your arms, barely supporting her own weight. What just happened? The two of you stand in silence until you feel her breathing return to normal. Hey, we gained some love and trust on that one. Not bad. If I didn't know better, I'd say she just had a, close. Almost got us caught. Hope this asshole leaves soon. Fortunately, you don't have to wait much longer. Better do an inventory and figure out what the kid stole. Ginger Skank was right. He does have a ridiculous haircut. You listen as the container door closes and the dock worker's mumbles fade. Let's get the fuck out of here. I need a minute. Jay drops into a crouch as if catching her breath. Something wrong, sis? Jay looks up at you with narrowed eyes. Oh, it's on. I don't know what you're talking about. We'd better get this stuff back to George. All right, we're back at the harbor, and we're near sunset. And are we actually on the ship? It says we're near sunset, but the name of the yacht is also the sunset, right? Are we on the sunset or no? I don't know where we are. We're close to it. Oh, there you are. How did it go? I think we got what you're after. Very good, Alex. It was a team effort. Even better. George ignores the canister for a moment and unwraps the second box impatiently. I thought we were worried about the refrigerant. Yes. We have plenty of time for that. You're holding your mother's prototype treatment for several spectra of autism, by the way. The shift foreman just called and told me you were on your way back. You mean... Yes, I wanted to see how you two would handle this. So I could have just identified myself and the foreman would have just handed us the boxes? Certainly. That's not what happened? We kind of stole them. George finally frees his box from the packaging, revealing a carton of snack cakes. Those are not snack cakes, those are oatmeal cream pies. And now we know George has one of the best tastes in any snack food ever made in history. We've seen him on his desk before, though, early on in the game. And now we know. George has an addiction. But that's okay. That's okay. Some addictions are okay. Like oatmeal cream pie addiction. Canada exports these to every country on the planet, except for this one, apparently. I feel like one of those has my name on it after rescuing them from customs. No. That brain-dead suggestion aside, the lesson here is more complex than it might appear. There was no right or wrong way to complete the task, but there was a less risky way. You could have told us all we needed to do was ask. The goal of our time together is to eliminate any need of hand-holding you two. This should also serve as a primer as what to expect going forward. So, how did we do? As I said, you succeeded. And more importantly, you succeeded together. We just need to refine your instincts on finding the most efficient path to your goals. I feel a bit stupid right now. I want you both to be fierce and fearless when you must be, but calculated and methodical when you can be. Sometimes doing the right thing can mean risking everything. Now, enjoy the sunset, and we'll call it a day. Between you and me, I preferred our approach. We could have literally walked in and out like it was a grocery store. Where's the fun in that? You want to talk about what happened in the container? Nah. But I reserve the right to think about it. I like that. Her hand brushes yours as you two watch the sun dip below the horizon. Now we are back on the sunset, and it's evening time. What a day. The last time I was this tired was on the road with David. I haven't even had a chance to update my journal since I got here. You undress and set your alarm for the next day. Oh, there's a knock. Door's open. Jay enters your room nervously, wearing a miserable expression. I have something to say. Sounds serious. It's been eating at me all day. What has? Jay stares dejectedly at you for a moment before forging ahead. I'm a big hypocrite. Hold up, sis. Just tell me what's wrong. When you went to meet Mallory last night? Go on. Use your words. I read through one of your journals. Okay. After you snooped in my diary, I never let you live it down. And now I've done it to you. And I'm so sorry. So, why'd you do it? I don't know. You've been gone for 5 years, Alex. I just have this big fucking hole in my life where my brother's supposed to be. No matter how many times I replay the night you left, things don't add up. Jay, I thought reading how you saw things in your own words might fill in the blanks. Sis? And here we've just reconnected, and I'm already shitting on your trust. Relax, I'm not angry. Wait, you're not? No, I mean, sure, they're private. Some of it's embarrassing. Embarrassed my fingers right into my panties, you mean? That's funny. But I've never been much of a talker. If it helped you connect some dots, it's good I wrote them. I still should have asked first. Probably. So, since we agree that you pretty much wrote them for me, can I borrow another one? Wait, that's not what I... Grabbing one of the journals off your desk, Jay disappears before you can object. Okay, sure. Wow, she was really mad at herself. Should have asked which one she read. Better hide the high school one, though. If she connects those dots, things could get really awkward around here. The sound of soft waves lapping against the hull of the yacht brings swift slumber. The funny thing is, I just have to say it, just in case anyone's watching and they haven't watched any of the previous episodes, Jay did read the high school one. That is the one she read first. So the funny thing that it's just funny that he says he's got to hide that one before she gets to it. It's the only one she's read so far. Jay's brushing her teeth as Mallory enters the bathroom for her nightly routine. Hey, busy day? Turned into one. George sent us to grab a package out of customs. Oh? I didn't think the office even opened on Sunday. It's not really. We made it harder than it had to be, though. It must have been important. It was for a project Mom was working on. Refrigerated samples. Jay doesn't pick up on Mallory's sudden interest and absolute attention. Oh, you know what? I connected some dots of my own just now, just because Mallory perked up to that. So Mallory probably knows that this is for autism, right? That whatever project that Sarah was working on. And her best friend has a type of autism. I think she may be doing her own research to see if she can help her friend out somehow. Possibly. That's my working theory right now. But we'll find out. Wow, I guess that makes sense. Any luck? Yeah, we got him on ice before the refrigerant ran out. George seemed happy. That's great. I'm glad it all worked out. Hey, you have to grab some more raisin this summer with Sophie? Sounds amazing, but my top is staying on this time. You say that, but... But what? What? We'll see what happens. Come on, come on. Come on, Peanut, pick up. Peanut is her friend Amanda's name. Or what she calls Amanda. Oh, there she is. Mallory? Gotta be quick, it's clinic day. So, Doc Stewart says you should visit soon. If you want to see this me again, anyway. The next time might be a Karen. I don't even know what that means, actually. No more talk like that, listen to me. I'm listening, Mal, but my lift is almost here. Do you trust me, Peanut? Thunder Buddy's mate for life. Those are the rules. Jesus, girl, we have to work on your phrasing. My tongue lives in the moment. Oh my god, I just can't with you. Listen carefully, I need you to come to wherever I am. You're leaving tomorrow. No, Mal, you know why I can't. Amanda, this is so important. I've already bought your ticket. No airplanes, the noise. You can do this. Just put your earbuds in and close your eyes. When you feel the plane move, play Incredibad by the Lonely Island 9 times. When you're done, open them again, and I'll be there waiting for you. But my treatments, the clinic. Please, Peanut, Jess will pick you up at 8:30 tomorrow morning. There's a long silence while Amanda considers. Incredibad, Lonely Island 9 times. Original or deluxe? Bitch, please, deluxe or GTFO. Amanda's laughter is punctuated by one of her trademark involuntary snorts. Mal, have you found what you're looking for yet? No, sweetie. I found something much better. Better than No More Nightmares? Yes, Peanut. A chance to end yours. Okay. All right. So yeah, she is looking for possibly a cure or something to help her friend out. I was right. I was right. I don't know how that's going to go. Really don't know, but we are at the end of chapter 3. That was it. I hope you enjoyed the chapter and the video. And if you did, as always, you know what to do. Go and smack the like button if you haven't done so already. And also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. For those of you new and for those of you who have been here a while but maybe haven't heard, you can also support the channel by becoming a member if you'd like to do that. All you got to do is click that little join button wherever it may be on the device that you're looking at to watch this video. And, you know, follow the steps. There are other ways to support. You can check those out by checking out the links in the description, checking out the link tree. There's like links and stuff everywhere around here. I don't know. I mean, I made it pretty easy to do whatever you want to do in this situation. So there you go. Either way, no matter what you do, the best way to support is to just continue watching, sharing the videos, liking them, and you know what, even leave a comment or two from time to time. I love reading them and I love answering you guys and chatting you up. So that's it. That's all I got. I'm going to shut up now and let you guys go about your business. Thank you again. Have a great one. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.